Hey guys, welcome to my channel.
It's me, Jessie Lee.
Wait.
Great.
And clearly I have someone with me today.
What's going on?
Who are you?
MellyMel, you know what I'm saying? Can't you tell it's MellyMel? Let's get this shit going.
Okay, so this is my husband. So he's gonna join me today. We got two Reddit posts for you guys, too, from the NSQ community, of course. And these are some good ones. So let's get started.
Let's get to it.
Why is the world so obsessed with sex? I don't know. I've always struggled with this. I'm a female, and yeah, it's good, but if someone offered me a large chocolate sundae and sex, I'll choose the sundae. I've been with enough people to know it's not just bad experiences. I don't know. I just don't find it all that appealing. Maybe it's the antidepressants or the fact my boyfriend of 3 years cheated on me a few months ago, but I've always kind of felt this way. Edit. Holy shit, guys, my phone is blowing up with all these comments. And it's a lot of comments, but we're going to comment on this. So like,
What's going on?
well, like, yeah, let's dive into that. Why is the world like so obsessed with sex?
I'll say they're obsessed with sex based off sex sales. You know what I'm saying? It gets a lot of money. You got right now. You have OnlyFans. OnlyFans is basically selling off, you know, sexual things, of course, sexual content. Same thing with the strip clubs and you know the dancers and everything. It's a lot that sex can do for a lot of people.
Yeah, and then it's crazy too because they even advertise it for kids. Like, I know you guys, I remember watching Teen Mom. Like, I was watching Teen Mom as a teen. I remember the OG Teen Moms, and it's like they're glamorizing that. Like, oh, well, if you get pregnant at 16, then you can become famous, get money, be on TV. Like, y'all do this instead of glamorizing not getting pregnant, you know?
True.
Yeah. And I also feel like another thing too, when you mention like the exotic dancers, it's kind of like money. Yeah. And what do we need to survive? Money. So it's like, oh, do you want fast money? So go ahead and put your body out there, you know?
Yeah.
It's all about money. Like you said, the selling part of it is always about money. And like the appealing of it.
The appealing of it, marketing.
Marketing.
I think sex is a good marketing tool for some reason.
For some reason, get people to buy it because it's kind of like, and it's crazy. And then also, I just feel, I feel bad for her because if he cheated on you, so I'm gonna go back to the girl. Like, if he cheated on you, I'm wondering what's making her stay with him, and I wonder, like, you know, how he cheated. Did he? Okay, it's a difference between if he cheated with someone, like maybe him and the girl were talking, right? But if he actually did the deed with the other girl, I can see why she's turned off as well, because you shared your body with someone else, and maybe that also turned her off. That's another thing too, because she's scarred. She's really scarred from that.
Well, also I look at it like this too. What was the reasons why he cheated? Because it seemed like if she's not really that interested in sex, that must mean she wasn't really doing much to even keep him sexually wise anyway. So he seen something else and was like, oh yeah, of course she doing something more freakier than what she doing for real. This is, you know, this chick kind of boring. She probably not that experienced, and he not really with it for real.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the first comment because OP, the person who wrote it, she responded. So the first comment says, as others have mentioned, possibly it is the meds and relationship troubles contributing, but also you may have a natural low sex drive, and that's perfectly fine. There's this cultural fantasy that every normal person is banging 24/7, but it's a load of crap. Society is obsessed with sex because it's a basic human drive, and thus marketing to is profitable, but media doesn't represent the average person's real life. It is a wide spectrum, and you shouldn't feel bad for having less interest in another person. That being said, regarding your boyfriend, he should have either communicated with you to try to resolve issues or broken up with you, not cheated. Cheating is trash behavior, and I'm so sorry you experienced it. In the future, I hope you can find a relationship that fulfills you in the ways you need. OP goes, well, the funny thing is, I used to feel so bad that I had a low sex drive that I once cried that I was afraid one day he'll cheat on me because I wouldn't be able to satisfy him. And he told me it would never happen because he loved me too much and that it's okay to be that way. But thankfully, he felt so terrible after cheating that he came and told me what he did instead of dragging it on. Edit. People seem to think I was a terrible girlfriend and didn't meet his needs. I put everything into that relationship. Even after we broke up, he said I was the best girlfriend he could have ever asked for, and I deserve better than an asshole like him. His wording, not mine. You don't know what actually happened, so don't be rude.
Well, clearly we know what happened.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, wow.
So her words, not mine.
His words, not mine. Yeah. Oh, you know what's so interesting to me? I hate when people say, "I would never do this." He told me he wouldn't. It would never happen because he loved me too much. That's a load of crap.
Yeah, but that truth told, that kind of is. Anybody can cheat for real. There's no one above cheating. There's no one below it.
Exactly.
Anyone can cheat for real.
Yeah, I feel like it's what you do before you decide to cheat. Yeah. I feel like if okay, so she felt bad because she did have a low sex drive, right? And she was being vulnerable and emotional to him. And what he should have said was, we can work on it, we could experiment and do different things. But like to promise that you'll never cheat on her and then to just break that promise and say that you love her too much, it's kind of like, was you just trying to tell her things to keep her there?
But again, the whole love her too much though. He loved her so much that he didn't even tell her. You know what I'm saying? Like he was basically he kept it from her.
No, that he did tell her.
He eventually did tell her.
Yeah, he did. He felt so terrible after he cheated that he came and told her.
But that was after the fact though.
Yeah. It was after that. Yeah, he did it and told her, which probably proves that he did love her because he was able to confess. Some people don't.
You know, some people say, "Oh yeah, if you love me, you wouldn't have cheated." But to me, I feel like cheating is more like a sexual desire at that moment. You know what I'm saying? It's not more like you're not thinking of love at that moment. You're thinking of like, oh yeah, I'm about to basically just get this nut off. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I get it. But you know what's so crazy to me? I feel like this. Well, it's not crazy, but I get what you're saying. But also it could be maybe your partner's not paying attention to you, so you find someone that is. When someone cheats, it's a need that's not being met. Temporary. That's the thing, you guys. It's a temporary need that's not being met, right? So you try to get a temporary fix by messing with someone that is fulfilling your temporary need at the time. Because this is what I heard. I heard this. I don't know if I heard it on TikTok, probably. Like I live on TikTok. But I heard this saying is, in a marriage, a relationship, or any relationship, you're not going to be 100% like fulfilled. Your partner will never be able to fulfill you 100%, but they will be able to fulfill you 80%. Like 80, 50. If you go below 50, then no. But 80, maybe 60, 75%.
Usually you should have 80% in a relationship.
Usually you should have
20% missing.
Yeah, it could be like a 20% missing, right? But you don't want to run to like, say in the month of May, I'm temporarily like feeling lonely from you, right? And that's my 20% I'm missing. But in April, I wasn't feeling lonely for you, right? I was fulfilled in April, but in May, I'm not. So what I'm gonna do in May, we're gonna work it out. I'm not gonna go meet somebody to fulfill me in May, and then when June come around, you know what I'm saying? You get my analogy?
That makes sense. But what if it's like this though? You said that in May you was feeling a certain type of way, but in April you was feeling differently, right?
Yeah.
What if in the whole relationship you was feeling like that? The whole relationship you was lonely, or let's say in this case, not sexually satisfied. So just because you love a person, should you stay with that person and be not sexually satisfied just to keep them, cool? Or should you break up with that person, or in this case cheat, basically to get that 20%?
Well,
everything else could be good. She said she put everything into that relationship.
He said that she was the best girlfriend he could ever ask for.
Yeah. So one thing, she did everything else right, but the sex was failing. Like,
you know what? I feel like, for one, it depends on how long y'all been together. If y'all married, and if you really want to be with this person.
We're not gonna bring up the married part.
Okay.
Just say like this is relationship wise.
Okay, so basically like if you guys were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, because really it's all the same. Except one has got to paper.
And one is kind of more, one got
One
a
is
paper,
more-
and if you got
it's
children
legal body
involved, it's
contract.
kind of,
But
it's a kind of a
relationship
lot.
wise,
If you're just
the
boyfriend-
love is kind of the same. You know what I'm saying?
I think if you want to be with that person, okay?
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, like I want to be with that person, right?
All right.
Then you can be like, okay, well, we can find strategies to make it work.
True. Try to find strategies to make it work.
If you truly know, this is my person, okay?
Yeah.
But if it's not, if you be like, maybe it's just not worth it and I can just go find someone else, then hey, I feel like that's up to the other person to decide. The person whose needs not being met to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's...
So I would say it's how long it's not being met too. Like, you needs met in years. I mean, what more is you supposed to do?
That's true.
Of course, you're gonna see something come in and then quick, boom, boom, bam, bam.
So let's move on